Buckeye, Arizona has gone from a quiet spot in the far west edge of Phoenix to one of the fastest growing cities in the entire country. And most people still have no idea why. And it's not by accident and it's not hype. There are three specific things that are happening in Buckeye right now that are quietly turning it into one of the smartest places to own a home in the whole West Valley of Phoenix. Let me show you exactly what they are. What is going on, everybody? I am Shandelin, your neighborhood realtor here in the West Valley, and we're figuring out where the smart money is going before everybody else catches on, and that's my job. So let's talk about why Buckeye, Arizona is booming and what it means for you if you're thinking about buying here. Here's why you should care. Whether you're a buyer or a homeowner, when a city grows the way Buckeye is growing, the people who understand why get in early and they ride the wave. And the people who don't understand it either sit on the sidelines or they miss it, or they buy in the wrong place at the wrong time and they don't benefit from any growth at all. In fact, growth by itself doesn't make you money. Buying the right home in the path of that growth does. So I want to make you the informed one in the room. We're going to cover three big drivers: the jobs and the mega employers, the infrastructure and the Loop 303 corridor, and the housing and affordability equation. And then I'll tell you honestly what the risks are, because no responsible realtor pretends a boom has no downside. It does. So let's go. Driver number one, and it's a big one: jobs. For a long time, the knock on the West Valley was that if it was there you slept, not where you worked. You lived in Buckeye or Goodyear and you drove east for your paycheck. That's changing. You've probably heard about the massive semiconductor investment coming to the West Valley. TSMC's enormous chip manufacturing operation on the north side of the valley has been a headline for a reason. It's one of the largest foreign investments in United States history, and it's pulling an entire ecosystem of suppliers, contractors, and support businesses toward this side of Phoenix. And it's not just chips. The far West Valley, including Buckeye, has been landing large-scale industrial and logistics and data center projects. And data centers matter more than people realize because they bring construction jobs first and then long-term high-paying technical jobs, plus a tax base that funds local roads and schools. Here's the point for you as a buyer. When high-paying jobs move towards a city, people follow and housing demand follows them. Buckeye, Arizona is on the receiving end of that. That's not just speculation. That's just how housing markets work. Where the jobs go, the buyers go, and where the buyers go, home values tend to follow. Driver number two, infrastructure. And this is one that nobody talks about at dinner parties, but it's one that actually makes the growth possible. For years, Buckeye's growth was capped by one thing: getting in and out. The far West Valley needed better connections to the west of the Phoenix metro. The Loop 303 changed that, and it opened up a whole west side as a corridor connecting Buckeye to the surrounding area, up to the I-10 and to the rest of the freeway system. And it turned land that used to be too remote to develop into prime real estate almost overnight. And so when you improve access to an area, you unlock it. Suddenly the commute that was impossible becomes reasonable, land that was worthless becomes buildable, and builders start putting up entire master plan communities where there used to be desert. That's exactly what's happening along the growth corridors in and around Buckeye right now. And the reason that this matters to a homeowner is simple. Infrastructure comes before the boom, not after. If you buy near where the roads, the interchanges, and the utilities are being built out, you are buying ahead of the demand and you're not chasing it. Now, if all of this has you wondering what your current home is worth so that you can make a move into a growth market like Buckeye, my free home valuation tool is in the description. 30 seconds, no pressure, real numbers. Okay, driver number 3. And this one is the one that affects your wallet the most. Driver number 3, housing and affordability. This is the entire underneath the whole thing. Here's the equation. The rest of the Phoenix Metro, Scottsdale, Tempe, Chandler, and a lot of central Phoenix has gotten expensive, really expensive. So buyers and builders and families all started asking the same question. Where can I still get a brand new home on a real lot for a price that makes sense? And the answer over and over is the West Valley and Buckeye specifically. In Buckeye, Arizona, you can still find newer construction and genuinely spacious homes at prices that would be a fantasy on the east side of the valley. That relative affordability is a magnet. It pulls in first-time home buyers. It pulls in families who want more square footage. It pulls in people relocating from higher cost states who look at Buckeye prices and can't believe it. And remember that Buckeye home that I toured, the one around 837,000, that had people arguing in the comments about Arizona prices. That video did numbers precisely because it hit this nerve. People are stunned by what you can get for your money out here. The reaction is the boom. Now here's the nuance, because I want you thinking like an owner, not just a buyer. Affordability plus jobs plus infrastructure is a trifecta. When you have all 3 of those lined up in the same city at the same time, which is exactly what's happening here in Buckeye, that's the recipe for sustained demand. Not a bubble that pops next quarter, but a city that keeps pulling people in year after year. So let's have some real talk here, because I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. Every boom has risk, and you deserve to hear them. Risk 1, not every part of Buckeye benefits equally. A booming city still has strong pockets and weaker pockets. Buying a home just because it's in Buckeye is not a strategy. Buying the right home in the right community near the growth, that's having a local in your corner actually matters. That's where having a local in your corner actually matters. Risk 2, growing pains are real. Fast growth means construction and traffic in spots, dirt lots that are still filling in, and schools and services racing to keep up. If you need a fully finished, no surprises neighborhood on day one, you want to target the more established communities rather than the bleeding edge. And risk 3, the water and long-term planning conservation. The long-term planning conversation communities are built with assured supply. But on the far edges of new development, it's a fair and smart question to ask before you buy. I check it for all my buyers, and you should never feel weird about asking about it. None of these are reasons to avoid Buckeye. There are reasons to buy Buckeye intelligently. So let me tie it together with the simplest proof there is. The moving trucks don't lie. Buckeye, Arizona keeps showing up near the top of the fastest growing cities list in America year after year. Builders keep building ground. Builders keep breaking ground, and employers keep announcing. That kind of momentum sustained over years is telling you something. And the homeowners who are already here are the ones benefiting from every new job and every new road. So here's what to do with this. If you're a buyer, the move is to get positioned into the right part of Buckeye before more of the country figures out what's happening here. Grab my free buyer's guide in the description so that you understand the Arizona process. And then call or text me at 540-623-4143 and tell me what you want to buy in the path of Buckeye's growth. I'll show you the specific communities I'd put my own families in and the ones I'd skip. If you're a homeowner who already owns in Buckeye or the West Valley, you may be sitting on more equity than you realize because of everything that we just talked about. Run your home through my free home evaluation tool, and it's linked below in the description as well. And it'll let you know where you stand. You might have options that you didn't know you had. If this has helped you to understand the West Valley better, subscribe because I'm walking through real homes and breaking down real estate market moves in Buckeye and Goodyear and Surprise and beyond all week long. I'm Shandelin, your neighborhood realtor. Talk to you later.